That is... I'll remember it later. Welcome to the home front. We're doing a mini episode today, and considering that we have just got done watching another Marvel property.
Yeah. The Captain America Brave New World review kind of coincides with this one because there's a character in this who was in the other movie that I forgot to mention and applies to a larger theme I was talking about in that.
We'll get into it. So we're going to watch, is it Thunderbolts?
Yeah, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, which is apparently like a team of superheroes in the Marvel Universe.
Well, a team of super losers. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah, it's like Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we've got Avengers, Defenders, and now Thunderbolts.
Okay, cool.
Woohoo.
So we've both seen this trailer already. I think we were subjected to it when we went and saw the new Captain America movie.
Oh, you've seen this?
Yeah, you haven't?
I watched a little bit of it and kind of quit paying attention.
Wow, I can't believe you were spared it when you went to see that.
No, they played it. I just didn't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
I successfully ignored it.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're playing it now. I'm adding sound now. I don't know if I'll get struck or not, but there you guys go.
That woman, she's Tulsi Gabbard.
She looks so much like Tulsi Gabbard.
Don't tell me that's not on purpose. Look at her.
It's so on purpose.
She has the hair.
Ugh.
Okay, so Tulsi Gabbard's in this movie, and she puts together a team of super losers.
So she what is she in this movie? Do you know? Because Thunderbolt
She's
Ross
Tulsi
is
Gabbard. She's the director of national intelligence.
Oh right. Duh.
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
So that's the guy in the show that takes up the shield.
Can you lower it a bit?
Yeah.
What's the? He takes up the shield. Oh, the other. Oh,
He's
briefly.
what America chooses because they're like, I don't think that the Falcon should be the Captain America. This guy,
Okay.
the dishwasher. Okay,
Well, he's got to wash the rest of his body. Okay.
that's fair.
He's not taking with that into him in the shower.
Whoa, that's
Weirdo.
just like when Spider-Man stopped him. It's Kylo Ren.
Do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you,
I do like this song.
I don't see your mistakes.
I don't like this song.
Shh, it's a good song.
That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
Seems like she really tried for that Russian accent.
Yeah. Like when Scarlett Johansson had one, just disappeared.
Oh yeah,
Same with
it
the
did,
Scarlet
didn't
Witch,
it?
it's just gone.
Yeah. But yeah, what's her name?
Her actual name, I forgot. The villain looks interesting.
Who's the villain?
I don't know. Looks like he's doing cool stuff.
It's not a woman.
I think it's a dude.
Is that Taskmaster?
No, Taskmaster's part of the team.
Oh.
Alexi, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Oh, that was stupid.
That gotcha.
It's like the Shadow dude here. I'll back it up to where
Shadow
it's like,
dude? No, man. I don't want to watch this again.
No, watch what he does to these people. Like he turns them into shadows.
Oh, I missed that. I was distracted by the Tulsi.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Okay, so he transforms people into or it's more. It's like shadows or like.
I don't know the Marvel universe,
Ash.
so I don't know. Just
That
looks
is cool, though.
Kind of neat.
It was a cool effect. It's like they're falling down, but they're almost like splat at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah, good special effects.
Yeah. Gosh, what's that woman's name though? It's driving me nuts. She was in Oppenheimer. She was in Dune 2. Florence Pugh. That's her name.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah,
okay.
I like her as an actress, and I think she feels like on a caliber up here with everybody else. The same with Hopper, the guy who plays from Stranger Things. But the thing is he's locked into this comedic performance, so he can't do a lot of like range, but she can clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, okay, so she's in a good position to kind of bridge this stuff.
Well, she's in. She's one of the widows. So she's Scarlett Johansson's sister or something.
Yeah, I didn't see the
The Black Widow movie.
The Black Widow movie, but I know she was in it. I saw like a brief of it. I heard it was good. But then you got Bucky. Bucky is a competent character. I just feel like they waste him though. I feel like they make him do generic stuff. Am I wrong?
Well, if he's like leading this team, that might be interesting because then they'll finally and then maybe he'll take the shield.
But it's a screwball movie, and he doesn't.
Right.
I don't see that character doing screwball well at all.
This looks like it's trying to do the James Gunn Suicide Squad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if that's
who's directing this. Is that Gunn?
I don't think so.
No, because he's
Gunn's on
doing
DC.
Yeah, he's got to be doing Superman now.
I think he's doing all of DC.
I don't think it even May. Oh, so this comes out soon.
Wow.
That's like really, really soon. That's around the corner. Okay.
No, does this look interesting to you?
I'm kind of scared because my takes on Marvel stuff is like
same
from someone who has very little overall investment. It looks too goofy for me, but I do like Florence Pugh and I like the performance she's giving. So I'd be okay to like sit and watch it just for that, if that makes sense.
It might be a one-time.
Yeah.
If they make the villain as compelling as he seemed, I do like that they didn't show everything about him. Like, they just kind of show one of the things he does, and then he kind of just floats around a little bit, and it's like, stop giving the entirety of your antagonist in the trailer.
Yeah,
like,
agreed.
that's good. It should just rely on the strength of the heroes, and then let the villain do his own work in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that.
There are two things, though, I do want to talk about this trailer. One of which is the complexities of washing a metal arm. Because you're right. He pulls it out of the dishwasher.
The complexity.
Like
you have experience.
Well, if so I don't actually have a metal arm personally.
Oh, you had me fooled.
This is all real. But but like, so he needs to wash it. But like metal doesn't generate like oils. So it doesn't really get dirty in the same way. So I'm assuming it's like exposure. I guess he's usually not wearing like a sleeve over his metal arm. So he probably does need to wash it then. But
we're really analyzing this. This
well, yeah.
Snippet of a scene in a teaser.
Well, because you brought it up, and then it occurred to me, this doesn't actually make sense. Like, because couldn't you just get a shot of him in the shower and like maybe like a butt shot scrubbing for the ladies or whatever? That's what
they want to see.
Yeah.
See Bucky's butt.
But like he's got to scrub his arm. Maybe it's hard. Oh, you know how you can set your dishwasher to do like the really aggressive clean? Maybe that's why it has to go to the dishwasher, because
this whole mini episode's about him cleaning his freaking arm.
It's true though. Now, if he had two metal arms,
all right. What if he had a metal leg?
No, the goal is two metal arms. Because if he's trying to
too
wash
far or anything.
Because if I'm trying to like wash
get
my
some
metal
Irish
arm,
Spring on my metal arm,
it's like scrubbing metal, and I'm gonna be like, this is tough. But if I had a second metal arm, I could be like, like Terminator, and I would get the job done. So Bucky probably tried it and then was like, this is not worth it.
Dishwasher it is.
Disconnect. Into the washer you go. And he gets Tide, the extreme like one that like
the Tide Pods.
Yeah, Tide Pods. He gets one of those.
Pop
it in there.
Use one for. That's an old trend. So stupid.
Okay, but sincerely, I didn't realize his arm could detach like that. I thought it was like melded to his body.
No, I think the original iteration was, but then in Endgame, they show him without his arm because he's in Wakanda. He's like throwing hay around. He doesn't want to fight anymore, but they give him an arm. And
How does he end up in Wakanda? Is that in a Black Panther movie?
No, that's an Endgame.
Gosh, I don't know.
I forgot how he gets there, but he's being looked
so
after.
So many characters to keep up with.
The Marvel problem. Well, now you've got a whole bunch of other ones that they're slapping together. Thunderbolts.
Well, they add, I think Marvel's perception is like, well, if we had one of these characters, it wouldn't be enough. But each one adds like 20% of the value of a full character. So let's just put them all in.
Equivalent to a single Captain America.
Yeah, that's what I think the logic here is.
Maybe. Well done, Chris Evans. You did better than 5 people to put together.
Do the characters seem like, do you care about any of these characters? They don't seem like they have the same caliber of the Avengers crew by like a good mile.
I don't know. They look like they might prove themselves, I suppose, but
like the Florence Pugh, Bucky, and then the red giant man.
The Red Russian or whatever he's called.
Yeah, Red Russian giant man. Those three seem okay, but like I don't even see them working well with like blending together. I don't know. This seems like
We'll have to see.
Do you want to see it?
I'll watch it. I don't want to is generous. I don't know. It looks better than the Captain America movie we just watched. It looks like it actually is trying for something.
Yeah, maybe they'll get lucky. I mean, hey, it's politically accurate. That was the other thing we got to talk about. Seriously, what is with this Tulsi Gabbard character?
The overtures do need to stop. I am tired of seeing.
That's who it is.
Right. Yeah, no, I know what they're doing. It's just like I don't care.
Okay,
I'm
hold
watching
on.
a Marvel film.
Hold on. Maybe they're trying to do like that thing. Did you ever see Transformers? It was like the second one, I think. Maybe it was the third one.
I've seen them.
You've seen them all?
I saw the first three.
Okay, it's in one of those. There's like this shot. It's very brief. And you see this TV in the background, and then they're escorting President Obama into a shelter, and then you see like it looks like Obama like getting down from a stage with like security guards trying to cover him. It's kind of like that, where they just want a timely link in, to make it more real. But so they go with Tulsi Gabbard because they're like, well, that's a recognizable face in politics right now. But she's not the president, so it's not that much pressure. Because they had that in Suicide Squad. They had a character who was like they were like secret, like, and they made the team and they made it happen.
Yeah, you know Amanda Waller. But Amanda Waller exists in the DCEU outside of modern day politics.
But they have to make one up. Well, they like need someone. That was what I'm saying, because nobody's going to make them be a team. Like someone has to force them because they don't want to do it themselves.
But this is weird because they have Thunderbolt Ross, which I guess you can make your equations there. But if you're going for a Tulsi Gabbard, they didn't. She was just confirmed. This movie had to have been filmed before she was even mentioned.
Yeah, well, she
ran for office for a while, but like
she was in the spotlight, though, is what I'm saying.
So she's just a recognizable. I don't see why you have to do that in general, but sure, because she's not. You're not. Who's going to remember Tulsi Gabbard in 20 years? Unless she makes it to the presidency or something. It's just
that's fair enough. Yeah,
you'll remember Obama, so it's like that makes sense as to what time it was filled in for Transformers. I don't know. You're your own universe. You have superheroes with metal arms. Like I don't care. It's just I don't really care if you have a relevant political figure in the film or not.
It is partly trying to make it more grounded, though, right? Because this is not like the high flying,
But don't you have it grounded just by the fact that it has American politics involved rather than specific figures? Because it's not trying to reinvent like a whole political system. It's recognizing a president and that like it's recognizing those facets, and then the potential shady sides of them.
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. I think when you do this kind of thing, all I see is the reference to current day politics. And then I want to make a conclusion that it has to do something with that, and you're trying to say something about it. And if there's no conclusion, I'll probably figure that out and then be like, all right, you just did that reference for no reason. And then it's annoying. Like, it's fine with me if
I think it's annoying either way, but yes.
Like 24, Kiefer Sutherland, the TV show. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Great show. In that, they have just like a president. It's just it's like David Palmer. He's the president.
Oh, yeah. David. Wow.
He's like the best president ever also. He's awesome. But like, so you have him as and he's just president. And they actually do a really great job of not revealing like which political party he's affiliated with.
Right.
That doesn't really come up because but it's still political. So that's a good example of like, let's talk about like this story, which has to do with terrorists attacking the U.S. It's not gonna be weird if we don't address like the elephant in the room, which is like, what's the president have to say about all of this? So they make him a character and put him center stage in the story. Because even you remember season 1, he's not the president, he's a senator and he's running for office. And the whole premise of that first season was that like that was their excuse, so they didn't have to deal with an actual president. They could just be like, well, he's a target of an assassination, but it's personal, and they think it's political. And so they spend most of the show trying to figure out who's doing this and why. And they're like, well, it's got to be political. And then they find out, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's just his past and like some decisions he made when he was like in the military or something like that. So that was like a good way of like, you just make up the character, you insert them into the position of the story, and then, you know, we can draw parallels either way. Like, it would be really interesting to hear someone talk about how David Palmer is like a Democrat, and then another person talk about how he's a Republican. I think that would be fascinating, or like independent or whatever, just because it would be interesting to try to extrapolate what it's saying. But with this, it's like all it's doing is like the cheap, quick way of just like, hey, real life politics, eh? And sorry, the payoff sucked, but that's how it feels.
Yeah, I no, I don't disagree with you, but yeah, I just refer back to my point. Like, regardless of what they're trying to say, I think it's just better to go in without thinking of it that way, and just say whatever. I'm just gonna go with it, and if they start trying to beat me over the head with it, then I'll be like, hey, I got it. Yeah, it's Tulsi, whatever, and then we just move on now, please, because I mean, that is a very distinct aesthetic to choose. It's like, oh, could this be maybe Rogue? Or Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know. Which one could it possibly be? It's just like...
Well, why would Rogue be here? Why would she be in politics?
Well,
why would you pick that as the only X-Men character? Exactly.
It's just like a stupid... It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, because I thought of that too, and I was like, well, that's kind of like Rogue's hairstyle, which is immediately what I thought of when I first saw Tulsi Gabbard. I was like, hey, she looks like Rogue from X-Men. It's like we have Rogue.
Yeah,
running
which one
for
came
office.
first? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see it, and we'll go over it, and we'll see if it was worth watching.
Are we gonna review this movie?
Yeah. Sorry.
I get the sneaking suspicion this will not be good.
What gave you that impression?
Everything.
Could it be the Marvel signal? Anyway,
I feel like it's asking the actors to salvage it. I don't know if they can do that.
Well,
not that they're not good actors, but they're gonna need a decent script, and
the writers might be asked the same thing. Like
pins and needles with this movie.
They're on pins and needles. They've been on pins and needles. That's why.
So now they're just letting us feel.
I think Captain America was one that was from before everything was kind of hitting them in the head, and so they just kind of patched it back together as best they could. I think this one's probably a little bit more forward, where it's like, just make a fun Marvel movie. Don't make any statements, because we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna lose money. But I think that's what Fantastic Four is doing. What it's doing is give it a whole different look, put it in a whole different time period, just completely distance us from what we've done.
Get Pedro Pascal in there.
And get Pedro Pascal in there. And maybe people will go to see it, because otherwise we're going to be in real hot water.
I love the panic mentality you have for the producers. Like,
that's got to be what they're feeling. They have to be looking at them like, man, those shows really kicked us in the teeth. We better behave, or we're going to be hurting. I know Disney is one of those companies that's too big to fail or whatever, but
they just blow with the wind is the thing.
True.
They're just like, it's trendy. Tulsi Gabbard's trendy. Just put her in there. That's seriously what it is, without like any consideration to anything else. I mean, it's because we've ridiculed them in the past about like throwing in like gay relationships just like in the background of a movie, like real briefly. It's like, oh,
don't put it in there too much.
We'll just cut that out so we can ship it off to China because they don't like that. It's like, you jerks.
Yeah, you don't have any real conviction. You're just...
Yeah, like, just have a personal position or just stay out of it. I mean, you're in entertainment, so I think you could go either way.
I think
you just have to decide.
Stay out of it if it's Marvel. I think if you're making a property that is intentionally, like, propagandistic...
Like Captain America?
Sure. I mean, originally was that. It isn't anymore. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, it holds ideals, but it shouldn't be trying to handle current relevant issues. It should be trying to uphold foundational ideals of the character.
You could do it in a smart way, though, like Winter Soldier, because that was decently timely. Like, it resonated because it felt like, oof, something about this kind of bites.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But that was handled by competent people, writers and directors. So I don't know about this one. I mean, hopefully the overt natures to a specific political individual, I think, is unwise. Especially given that
because it's a distraction.
Well, yeah, it drags you out of the trailer. You're like, that's cool. That's Tulsi. It's like, you're here for Thunderbolts, not Tulsi Gabbard. It's just, I don't know. Just stop doing that, Marvel. Stop it. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say about that person. So Anyway, anything else to say? All right. Thanks for watching.